how is everybody? Today we will be predicting our 23-24 Premier League table pre-transfer. So this is before transfer window's finished, I would say before any, but some clubs have made some. So we're going to get straight into it. Again, like I say, this is without any transfers, so it's a little bit up in the air. So first club that we have is Bournemouth. It's a tough one because after the recent sacking of Gary O'Neill, I would love to see them go down. I think it was very harsh. I don't think it was fair at all. But you do also have to have a look at the other clubs that we do have, like Luton, Nottingham Forest, Sheffield United, Wolves, Everton. They're all quite close to it, I think. But I am going to put them 18th. I don't think it'll be like it'll be a certain bottom three. I think again that bottom 5 or 6 teams are going to be quite tight this season. Again, I don't think the quality will be as great. But yeah, I'm putting Bournemouth 18th. Next up, we have Arsenal coming off the back of a really good, really positive season. Finished second. Obviously, people are saying they bottled it, but they bottled it, if that's the case, to a Man City side who's just done the treble, which is almost impossible to do these days in football. So, can you really call out a bottle? I disagree. But I don't think they'll be as good this year. I'm going to put them finishing the Champions League. In terms of where, I'm undecided yet. So we'll see at the end. And next up, number 3, we've got my club, who have had an above average season. Really, really quality. Close to being exceptional. Since Unai Emery coming, it has been beyond exceptional. We were picked up, I think, 2nd, 3rd most amount of points in the league since Unai come in. So you can't complain too much of that. With Conference League football, depending on how we do, I would back us to finish. I'm going to go Europa League. Again, we'll decide where soon. Brentford next. They've got no Ivan Toney for up until January, which will be obviously a big struggle for them. Again, another very good season. Are they going to eventually tire out though? This Brentford run? Not sure. The Brentford train is popping at the minute. But I'm going to predict them to finish 14th, I think, without any transfers so far. If they manage to bring in a goal scorer and striker, that could be different. Obviously, as well, potentially losing David Raya. So, again, next, another club that's had a beyond exceptional season in Brighton, but they're going to be losing a lot of players. We've seen they've already lost McAllister. They're going to lose Caicedo, most likely. They have got Europa League football also. So I just think that's going to hinder them a bit. I think solid finish in the 11th still, though. But yeah, that's for me. So Brighton will finish. Burnley, our first newly promoted side. I'm probably the favourite out of all 3 of the newly promoted sides to stay up. And they are that in my team also. And I'm predicting them to finish in the bottom 5 of the table, but 15th, 16th for me. Now, next up we have Chelsea. We've seen they've already started positively this season in sales, selling up to Saudi. I wonder how long that's going to go on for though, and who they're going to bring in as strengthening. I think Pochettino has to work out for them. I think if he doesn't, they're in a lot of trouble, an awful lot of trouble. And then for me, on my club to finish 5th. I think they're going to be just off Champions League, so they're still going to have a lot of messing about to do with that squad, so that's why I'm putting them 5th instead of 4th. And my teams that I'm putting to finish in the Champions League are just better than them, I think. But next up we got Crystal Palace. And now I've realised I've got a little bit of a mistake. However, we did see that they're on about keeping Roy Hodgson, isn't it? So I do think I could tip them for a top 7 finish, maybe for 12th, 13th. Again, another one, Zaha needs to stay fit, as at least their fans are going to be instrumental as well to where they finish every season, because their fans are extremely good. Now I'm just looking at the teams that we have left, and I need to think about it really, because initially I had them finishing 17th, but I don't think they're going to finish there, Everton. I think they'll be 16th. And I'll tell you what, I feel like they're going to dance above it, but with Deutsch, they've got a manager that knows how to play Brexit football. So it'll be very interesting to see what he can do there, what they can do when they bring in a couple of players that they desperately need, and we'll see what they do. Next up, it's Liverpool, and I think they're going to reclaim their Champions League spots. Again, I think they're unreal. And I am going confident and putting them to finish 2nd in the league. They had a blip, in my opinion. I think that's all it is a blip. They'll be back next season stronger than almost what they've ever been. I think Trent will start playing that midfield role more. So they could maybe do be signing a right back. But yeah, I think they'll be back 2nd in the league, popping on all cylinders again. Again, this is pre-transfer, so we don't even know if Arsenal have managed to secure Rice yet, or things like that. A lot can change. My next team is Luton, and I'm really, really sorry to say this, Luton fans. I think you're just going to be here for vibes, and I've got you finishing 20th in the league. I wouldn't be disappointed if you proved me wrong, to be honest with you. I'd quite happily see you guys prove me wrong. And I back you to, well, I don't back you to obviously, but I hope you do. But yeah, I just can't see it, lads, I'll be honest with you. Champions for the 4th year in a row. Manchester City. We are becoming a Farmers League, aren't we? 4th year in a row, Man City are going to do it. I don't need to speak anymore on it. The team taking up my last Champions League spot is Manchester United. I just think they don't really need to sell. They'll probably offload Harry Maguire. De Gea does look like he's on his way out. I just feel like they're Ten Hag's work doing well there. He's getting something building. He's got the respect to the players after what he did in the season before with Ronaldo and stripping Maguire's captaincy. I just see them on a rise at the minute. Not going to be quite like City, Liverpool and Arsenal, but I think they're on that rise. So for me, I'm going top 4, Manchester United. Newcastle. See, it's going to look really bad because I've backed Villa for Europa League, but I think they're going to come 8th. I'm going to get shot for that, I know. But no, they're not. No, they're not. They're coming Conference League. Conference League Newcastle. You know, Villa and Newcastle could easily switch over. Villa, Newcastle, Chelsea. I think those 3 are going to be so tight. It's going to be really tough. But yeah, that is my that's my team for Conference League, Newcastle. I think they had an unreal season. They just need to invest well this year, get a bit of depth, a couple of positions that could be strengthened, even if it's, again, depth. That'd be nice for them. So yeah, on to my team to finish 8th. I've gone somewhere wrong with it. Brighton up to 8th. Brighton 8th. Spurs 9th. I think if they keep Kane, they could come 9th. If they lose him, they might even drop down. And they'll severely struggle for goals. We saw Kane had, 28 goals I think this season. It's insane for anybody, 28 goals, let alone what Haaland got. So yeah, they're my team in ninth. Again, I don't think they're going to do anything special. I don't think they are anything special anymore. They're a side I think that thinks they're massive and thinks they're one of the top 6 sides in the league, and I just don't think they're that anymore. And the rest of London slowly leaving them behind, to be honest with you. My Forest, I believe, are going to have a bit of second season syndrome. I think they're going to finish 19th. They've got a lot of players to offload, and I think it's going to be tough. Yeah, not too much to say on that. Forest, I'm happy you stayed up. I wanted you to stay up last season, but I just think you're going to have second season syndrome. You've got to offload a lot and you've got to strengthen a lot. Can you do that? I don't know. 17th, Sheffield United. Newly promoted. Will you have just right enough to stay up? I think so. Obviously, I do want Bournemouth to go down, so maybe I'm blinded by that. Maybe you and Forest could switch over. Again, I think these 3 teams here are going to be very tight. I think from Burnley to Forest, I think will be majorly tight. So that'll be interesting to see. And then, truthfully, I'm going to chuck West Ham 12th. I'm going to put Brentford up to 14th. No, 13th, sorry. Wolves 15th. Let's talk about West Ham quickly. Conference League winners. Probably going to lose Rice. Well, they are going to lose Rice. So again, depends on how they spread that money out across their team. They need strength, they need goals and cover from Rice, which you're going to need to bring in 2 or 3 players. But they're going to get a good chunk. They're 100 mil. I think they'll get that from somewhere. So I think they'll invest it wisely enough. I think they had a poor season last year. Okay, fair enough, and they are in Europe again this year. But I think they're going to approach things differently. I think it was a strange year last year. I think they'll be okay. I think 12th. Then Wolves 14th. Again, Wolves can switch out with any one of those teams. I think the only team in that bottom 3 I'm positive on is Luton right now. And then from Wolves to Forest, I think all those 5 teams could all switch around. I don't know. Wolves are going to struggle, especially without Ruben Neves. But that is my 23-24 Premier League table prediction pre-transfer window. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, comment down below what you disagree with, who would you move about. And yeah, please subscribe. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours by the end of the year. If we do so, £100 Amazon gift card giveaway, so make sure you do it. And I will see you all soon.